Ever held a lottery ticket and thought, this is it? This time everything changes, you're not alone. But what if luck isn't something you wait for, but something you unlock? What if the numbers you choose aren't just random? What if they hold energy, alignment, and intention, a hidden code waiting to be activated? By the end of this video, you'll see numbers in a way you never have before. Stay with me. This isn't just another list of lucky digits. Today, we're diving into something deeper, how real luck comes from within and how Buddhist wisdom can help you align with the energy of abundance. As April marks the final month of the first quarter, it mirrors December's energy. A powerful shift where realignment sparks growth, clarity, and financial renewal. If you're ready to step into this flow of abundance, hit like to set your intention. Subscribe to keep these insights guiding you, and share this with someone who needs a fresh start. Comment below with, I am a luck magnet, if you're claiming this shift in your life. But here's the truth, it's not about the date. It's about whether you're ready to receive what the universe has to offer. In this video, we'll walk through 6 special numbers, but more importantly, we'll explore the mindsets, lessons, and real-life stories behind them. This is about creating your own version of prosperity from the inside out. If you're ready, hit that subscribe button and comment ready below. Because today, you're not just watching a video, you're stepping into a new story. Lucky number 44, building wealth that lasts. Among all the lucky numbers often mentioned, 44 stands out, not because it promises overnight fortune, but because it represents something much rarer in today's fast-paced world: lasting financial stability and inner peace. From a spiritual and Buddhist perspective, the number 44 symbolizes discipline, structure, and consistency, qualities that don't just bring wealth but sustain it. In Buddhist teachings, this directly connects to the practice of right effort, one of the principles of the Eightfold Path. Right effort is about pursuing meaningful goals with determination, without attachment to immediate results. It is steady, it is mindful, it is powerful. In numerology, double fours amplify this grounded energy. Think of it as building on solid stone rather than loose sand. It invites us to slow down, plan intentionally, and make decisions that support not only our present comfort, but our future well-being. Number 44 is the architect's number, not the one who merely writes about success, but the one who lays each brick with care. Let me tell you the story of Mr. Hong, a humble street vendor who sold noodles in a busy city for nearly 15 years. At first, it was just a small cart, no flashy branding, no trending TikTok reviews. But every morning, he showed up early. He cleaned his space. He smiled at every customer. He reinvested his earnings, buying a better stove, hiring an assistant, saving up bit by bit. People passed by and thought, poor guy, same spot every day. What they didn't see was the discipline of number 44 in action. 10 years later, Mr. Hong opened his first noodle shop, then a second. Today, his small brand has 4 locations and employs over 30 people. Was it magic? No, it was method. And that's the lesson here. True wealth isn't built on speed, it's built on strength. Number 44 teaches us that we don't need to be lucky in the conventional sense. We need to be intentional with our habits, our money, and our energy. Buddhism reminds us that our thoughts become actions, and our actions become our destiny. So, when our thinking is rooted in stability, commitment, and service, those qualities will inevitably show up in our results. Financial storms may come, but like a strong tree, we will bend, not break. This April 1st, instead of chasing trends or instant results, take a moment to pause and reflect. Where am I laying weak foundations in my financial life? What habits, if done consistently, could change everything within a year? Am I building something that will still stand 5 years from now? Use number 44 as a personal reminder. Write it where you can see it. Let it guide your decisions this month. Let it pull you away from anxiety and into strategy, because abundance doesn't always arrive in a sudden wave. Sometimes, it's the quiet river that never runs dry. Discipline is the real magic, structure is the true blessing, and 44 is your silent, steady partner in building wealth that lasts. Lucky number 34. Turning creativity into concrete results. If lucky number 34 had a personality, it would be that steady, practical friend who doesn't just hype up your ideas, it helps you build them into reality. In numerology, 34 is a blend of 2 powerful energies, The expressive power of 3-bay creativity, communication and vision. The stability of 4 foundation, hard work and structure. It's the number of turning ideas into income, of transforming inspiration into execution. Spiritually, this mirrors a key Buddhist teaching: mindful action. It's not enough to dream. You must walk the talk, mindfully, steadily, and with purpose. Number 34 is your energetic reminder of that. Let me take you to Berlin, Germany. Meet Clara, a young artist who spent years painting in a small studio, surviving off side gigs and grants. In 2017, she launched an online store to sell her prints, only to realize the market was oversaturated. Her first attempt failed undeterred. She tried again, this time creating digital wallpapers, but the platform she used took most of her revenue. That failed too. Third, tried a physical art subscription box. It bombed. Too expensive to ship. Most people would have quit, but Clara didn't. On her 4th try, she combined her art with practical stationery, journals, planners, and notebooks featuring mental health prompts. It was her most personal, thoughtful work. She launched it on April 1st, 2021. Within 6 months, orders came in from over 15 countries. Today, she runs a profitable brand that blends art, mindfulness, and productivity, a perfect representation of number 34 in motion. It wasn't luck, it was iteration, resilience, and the courage to rebuild after each failure. Here's another story, this time from Lisbon, Portugal. Miguel, a software engineer, wanted to create a budget app for freelancers. His first version had all the features, but 0 users. His second version was more refined, but too complex. It wasn't until his 3rd failure that he did something different. He started interviewing potential users, graphic designers, copywriters, translators. Instead of assuming what they needed, he rebuilt the app based on their actual needs. That became Solo, one of the most popular freelancer finance apps in Southern Europe today. Again, number 34 is not about brilliance. It's about combining vision with humility and creativity with structure. This April, ask yourself, are you treating your ideas like dreams or like projects? Are you afraid to launch because it's not perfect yet? Have you given up after one setback, when maybe all you needed was just one more try? Let 34 remind you, consistency beats perfection. Action refines vision. What you start now may take time, but this version, this attempt, might just be the one that finally works. So take the leap, write the first page, build the first draft, send the pitch. Let 34 walk beside you, not to chase luck, but to build something that lasts. Lucky number 28, harvest time, reaping what you've sown. Some numbers whisper, others shout, but number 28, it arrives like a quiet breeze through the trees, calm, steady, and full of promise. In numerology, 28 blends 2 powerful energies: the cooperative nature of 2, partnership, balance, patience. The abundance of 8, pay power, wealth, achievement. It's the number of harvests where collaboration meets reward. Spiritually, it reflects one of the most profound Buddhist teachings: as you sow, so shall you reap. There's a reason 28 feels especially potent in March and April. These months mirror spring in many parts of the world, a time of growth, rebirth, and fruition. The seeds planted in previous seasons now begin to push through the soil, hungry for light. Similarly, the work you've done, quiet, consistent, and often unseen, starts to show its results. Let me share with you the story of Sophia, an entrepreneur in Florence, Italy. 2 years ago, Sophia left her comfortable marketing job to pursue her dream, opening a small ethical clothing boutique. She believed in sustainability, in local artisans and fashion with meaning, but belief alone wasn't enough. In her first year, she lost money. Foot traffic was low. Online orders barely trickled in. Friends quietly questioned her choices. Some even suggested maybe it's time to go back, but she didn't. Instead, she reworked her business model. She listened to her early customers. She built better relationships with suppliers. She held community workshops on fashion sustainability and invited customers to co-create new designs. The second year was still hard, but the numbers began to shift, and now in her 3rd spring, her shop has not only turned a profit, it made more in 3 months than in her entire first year. That's 28 in motion: persistence, patience, and payoff. The number 28 asks, have you been doing the quiet, necessary work, even when no one is watching? Are you nurturing something today that might bloom in a few months or years? Can you trust the process, even when the reward feels far away? Buddhism teaches non-attachment to results, but it never dismisses the value of diligent, meaningful effort. Like a farmer who waters crops daily, even when the fields look empty, we must trust that every small step counts. So this April, reflect. What have you been sowing in your life? Spiritually, creatively, and more importantly, are you ready to receive? Because 28 doesn't promise instant miracles. But it does promise this: if you have planted with care, the harvest will come. The harvest is coming, yes, I said that with assurance. Lucky number 37, embracing surprising opportunities. There's something mysterious about the number 37. Unlike the grounded, structured energy of 44, 37 brings the thrill of the unexpected, the kind of luck that knocks on your door when you least expect it. In numerology, 37 blends the optimism and creative energy of 3: inspiration, self-expression, and joy, the deep wisdom and intuition of 7 to insight, spiritual clarity, and inner knowing. Together, they form a vibration of sudden breakthroughs, unexpected transformation, and bold new paths. Impermanence, the Buddhist wisdom of change. In Buddhism, this number resonates with the concept of impermanence, the idea that everything can change at any moment, and that each moment holds within it the seed of possibility. Mai's story. A life changed by one decision. Let me share with you the story of Mai, a woman in her early 50s who found herself at one of the lowest points of her life. After losing her job, her confidence crumbled, bills piled up. She felt trapped in what she called a fog of fear. Then one morning, as she mindlessly scrolled through her phone, she noticed a listing for a last-minute workshop on community gardening. It had nothing to do with her career. She almost ignored it. But something nudged her later, she said. It wasn't logical, but my gut told me to go. She listened to that feeling and went anyway. At that event, she met a local entrepreneur who was launching a sustainable food co-op. Fast forward 6 months, Mai became his business partner. Today, their small startup has grown into a profitable venture providing organic produce to 5 districts. That one unexpected moment, that choice to follow her instinct, completely rewired her life. The spirit of 37, trusting the unexpected, that's the essence of 37. It invites you to pay attention, to open your eyes and ears to the universe's subtle nudges. Opportunities don't always look obvious. They may not come in the form you expect. They might be disguised as a conversation, a coincidence, or a quiet feeling in your gut. Your job to notice, to listen, to act. Mindfulness, not just stillness, but awareness. In Buddhist practice, mindfulness is not just about sitting still. It's about being fully present, aware of what life is offering you right now. And that includes opportunities. This April, ask yourself, are you paying attention to the unexpected paths opening around you? Are you willing to trust your instincts? Even when logic says no, can you say yes to something, even when it doesn't promise immediate certainty? Because sometimes, the door to prosperity isn't the one you plan to open, it's the one you never saw coming. 37 reminds you intuition is a form of intelligence. It's not mystical nonsense. It's your deepest wisdom whispering when the world gets loud. When you follow it, life can surprise you in beautiful, life-changing ways. So stay open, stay alert, stay curious. The universe often delivers blessings in strange packaging. Let 37 be your permission to believe in the beauty of the unexpected. And remember, the most important opportunities won't always come with fanfare. Sometimes, they're just quietly waiting for you to notice. Lucky number 22, building what you imagine. Some numbers carry quite a strength, others hold the vision. But number 22, it brings both, known in numerology as a master builder. 22 represents the rare energy that can turn dreams into reality. It's the bridge between the spiritual and the physical, what we imagine and what we build. This number carries a deep reminder it's not enough to dream. You must also build, brick by brick, step by step. Right effort, the Buddhist path of steady action. In Buddhism, this mirrors the teaching of right effort, a path that doesn't promise shortcuts, but rewards consistency. It's not about rushing, it's about being deeply present with each stage of the journey. Alba's story, a dream built brick by brick. Let's meet Alba, an architect from Barcelona. As a teenager, she dreamed of designing eco-friendly homes for low-income families, but life had other plans. For years, she worked in corporate firms, designing buildings that didn't reflect her values. Still, the dream never left her. In her early 30s, she started saving quietly. She studied sustainable design at night. She volunteered on community projects. Slowly the pieces came together, not through luck, but through patient momentum. At 36, Alba launched her own firm. It was small, modest. Her first house was built for a retired couple in the outskirts of Girona. Her second project came through word of mouth. By her fourth year, she had a waiting list. Her journey wasn't flashy, but it was deeply intentional. What number 22 teaches us, vision, means nothing without grounded steps. This is the energy of people who dare to imagine something bigger, commit to the long road of building it. This April, ask yourself, do you have a vision that still feels too big? Are you waiting for the perfect time to start? Or are you willing to begin today with the resources, knowledge, and courage you already have? Buddhism reminds us a jug fills drop by drop. Likewise, the future you dream of is built moment by moment, through quiet decisions most people never see. 22 is your confirmation the dream is real, but only if you honor it with action. Your next step starts now. Write the first draft, make the first call, sketch the first design, launch the beta version. One step won't get you there, but it's the only way forward. Because those who build legacies didn't start with luck. They started with a vision, and they showed up. Lucky number 18. Clearing the past, inviting the new. Some doors won't open. Not because you don't have the key, but because your hands are too full to turn the handle. That's the wisdom of number 18, a number of releases and renewals. In numerology, 18 carries the fresh start energy of 1, the karmic depth of 8. Together, they symbolize shedding the past to make room for abundance. This mirrors a core teaching in Buddhism: we cannot receive with clenched fists. Many of us carry emotional and financial burdens like invisible backpacks, bad investments, past failures, money regrets, old beliefs like, I'm not good with money, or I always lose. But if we never set those burdens down, we leave no space for new opportunities to grow. Eric Storing, losing everything to find what matters. Let me share the story of Eric, a Dutch entrepreneur from Rotterdam. For years, Eric ran a successful logistics company. From the outside, everything looked perfect: office, downtown, luxury cars, high-profile clients, confidence. Then a market shift and poor partnerships led to disaster. Within a year, he was bankrupt. He told no one. He isolated himself, living off borrowed money, haunted by shame. One day, walking past a bookstore, he noticed a title in the window. When you lose everything, you find what matters most. He walked in, bought it, and for the first time he let himself feel the failure fully. Then he forgave himself. That book became the start of his new life. He began journaling, volunteering again, not for success but for clarity. Over time his mindset changed. He let go of the version of himself that needed to prove something through wealth. 2 years later, Eric launched a new venture. This time, helping small businesses with financial recovery planning. Today, the business is profitable. But more importantly, Eric is free from shame, free from pressure, free from the old story. The power of letting go, that's the essence of number 18G, shed the old skin to welcome a new one. On April 1st, let this number remind you, your past mistakes do not define your future potential. What financial baggage are you still holding on to? Are you carrying guilt, fear, or shame around money? What would change if you released them? Buddhist wisdom teaches freedom is found not in having more, but in needing less. When you release the old, whether it's a failed project, a scarcity mindset, or a toxic habit, you create a vacuum, and the universe, nature always does, fills empty space. So breathe deeply, forgive yourself, let go of what didn't work, and step into the wide open space that awaits. Because number 18 is not just a symbol of fortune, it's a whisper from the universe. You're allowed to begin again. Beyond the numbers, a call to action. At the end of the day, lucky numbers aren't magic. They're mirrors, reflecting the energy you carry, the mindset you hold, the choices you make when no one's watching. Whether it's the structure of 44, the surprises of 37, the creativity of 34, the patience of 28, the vision of 22, or the release of 18. Each number is an invitation, a chance to realign your path with purpose. Luck isn't about waiting, it's about preparing, clearing space, taking the first step, showing up again and again until your life starts to shift. So don't just write these numbers down. Love them, use them as anchors, reminders, whispers that say, keep going. Are you ready? If this message spoke to your heart, Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom-based content that blends spirituality with practical life. Like this video if you found value. Comment below with the word Alaginidi if you're ready to live your luck from the inside out. Let's walk this journey together toward purpose, peace and true prosperity.